All right, coaches, welcome. We are going to tackle one of the trickiest and honestly most important topics in our field: what to do and what not to do when a client brings up past trauma. This isn't just about taking an ethics box, it's about real, in the moment skill and our fundamental duty of care. So, picture it. You're in a great session, you've got real momentum, and then it happens. Your client shares something heavy, something from their past. And in that split second, everything shifts. Your own heart might even start pounding. What you do next, right there in that moment, it's absolutely everything. And let's be really clear, this isn't some rare edge case. How you navigate this moment is a core competency. It's what separates truly professional, ethical coaching from a well-meaning but potentially harmful conversation. It's all about knowing your lane and staying in it. So to get this right, we've got to start with the rulebook. The International Coaching Federation, the ICF, has drawn a very clear line in the sand for us. As pros, we need to know exactly where that line is and why it's there. Think of it like this. Coaching is all about moving forward. It's developmental. Our entire focus is on the client's awareness right now to help them build the future they want. Therapy, on the other hand, is specifically designed to go back, to diagnose and to heal unresolved wounds from the past. You see? Totally different missions, totally different toolkits. And here it is. This is the non-negotiable bottom line rule. If you realize that trauma is the main thing, the primary engine driving your client's behavior and their challenges, your job is not to be the hero and coach them through it. Your professional and ethical duty is to refer them to a licensed therapist. End of story. Now here's where it gets interesting. The ICF might not have a specific trauma-informed certification, but if you look closely, its core competencies basically require us to be trauma-aware. I mean, how can you truly maintain presence if you get dysregulated when your client shares something difficult? How can you cultivate trust and safety if you're not creating a space that feels emotionally safe? And active listening. That means noticing the subtle shifts in their energy, their breathing, their tone. That is trauma awareness. So, what are the big red flags? When is it time to make that referral? Well, here are your cues. 1, if your client is getting overwhelmed or shutting down in your sessions on a regular basis. 2, if it becomes obvious that their past trauma is the central issue we just talked about. And 3, if they straight up say they want to heal those old wounds. That's your signal. It's time to help them find the right kind of support. Okay, enough with the theory and the rules. Let's get super practical. Let's talk about what this looks like when you're live in a session, in the heat of the moment. This right here, this is your game plan. On the left side, what you do. You always ask for permission. You track what's happening in their body. Are they speeding up, slowing down? You slow the pace way down when things get intense. And you normalize their responses. Those are protective strategies after all. Now on the right, what you do not do. We do not process traumatic memories. We don't try to lead some big cathartic release. And this one is huge. We never ever try to diagnose or heal our client. Our job is to stay right here in the present moment, not to dig up the past. Now, to really lock this in, I want to share a powerful model that helps explain why these boundaries are so critical. It's a framework from emergence coaching that gives us a map of the different levels we're working with. So, what is emergence coaching? Well, at its heart, it's about helping people move from being stuck in old reactive patterns toward being able to choose how they want to show up, right here and now. It sees their defenses not as problems to be fixed, but as smart strategies that once kept them safe. Our job is to help them evolve beyond those strategies, not to tear them down. And this model shows us exactly where we work. At the gross level, we're looking at behaviors and concrete experiences. At the subtle level, we help clients notice their thoughts and feelings. You see? That's the coaching playground. But look at step 3, the causal level. That's the deep stuff. That's where trauma imprints and deep conditioning live. And that, my friends, is therapy's domain. As coaches, we do not go there. Our power comes from our own presence, that quiet, stable place, which creates the safe container for our clients' own awareness to do the work. So, if you remember nothing else, remember this distinction. Coaching supports the evolution of awareness. We help our clients build new muscles, new capacities for the future. Therapy supports the healing of wounded structures. It goes back to repair what was broken. They are both incredibly valuable, but they are not the same thing. Okay, let's bring this all home. We've got the rules, we've got the framework. So what does this actually sound like? What are the words you can actually use in a session to keep things safe and in scope? Your language makes all the difference. So instead of saying something like, let's process that, you bring it right back to the present. You ask, what are you noticing in your body right now as you share that? Instead of pushing through a tough spot, you empower your client with choice. We can stay here for a moment or we can shift our focus. What feels right for you? And instead of trying to handle it all yourself, you open the door. It sounds like this is really significant. I'm wondering if some dedicated support on this, outside of our coaching, might be helpful. See how those simple shifts maintain safety and respect the boundary? When you boil it all down, it comes back to these 4 core principles. This is the mantra of a trauma-aware coach. Stay in scope, create safety, do no harm, and refer when it's needed. That's it. That's the heart of our work. So I'll leave you with a question to take with you. Based on everything we've talked about today, what is one small, specific thing you will do to create even more psychological safety in your very next coaching session? Because that's where this all stops being theory and starts making a real difference.